truth and brand new just being joined.
So today I woke up at a whopping 198 pounds. Usually that isn't what I'm at in the mornings right now. I'm usually around like 195 to 196 pounds. So I'm not too worried considering kind of like forgot about eating altogether yesterday. So I ate like probably 3,500 calories from like 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock at night, and that's just because I needed to get the calories in. So I had like a pizza, large chicken bacon ranch pizza. I had like 2 other meals. I had popcorn to end the night off. So kind of expected to be a little bit heavier this morning, again, which I'm not too worried about. What is going on, guys? First of all, welcome to today's video. I think I'm going to show you guys kind of like my progress and kind of like an update on the bulk, the lean bulk, if you want to put it that way, because I've been bulking for just around 4, maybe 5 months now, and I started at 180.2 pounds, I believe, and right now I'm averaging around like 196 pounds in the morning, which is absolutely insane. So that's like 16 pounds in 4 months. That's like a pound a week, basically. I'm on track, kind of like where I am right now. It is January 24th. Okay, so yeah, like 4 months in, almost 5 months technically. I'm gonna show you guys like how I strategically map out my own game plan, how you can do it for yourself as well, because the amount of calories that I have on a daily basis, you know, how much cardio I'm doing, my training split, everything like that. I want it to be applicable for literally anyone, whether you're 300 pounds or even 120 pounds. Also, forgot to mention, I'm going to give you guys kind of like a Turk update as well. For those of you who do not know, yes, I've been taking Turkesterone
Today, Junior?
for like almost 2 months now, basically 2 months. I finished yesterday like my second bottle, so I'm going to detail kind of like my progress on that and if I actually saw somewhat of a benefit and if it's actually, you know, beneficial to take it or if it's kind of like placebo or something like that. So yeah. Side note, just got finished with this contraption right here for 45 minutes. Shouldn't have gone that long, but I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm gonna be real. I've wanted to quit my bulk and what I've been doing probably more times than you can count on 2 hands, just because of what I see in a mirror every single morning. And I'm gonna be honest, you gotta just see it through, man. If you have a goal, if you have a direction in life, doesn't even have to be physique related. If you have a vision, you have to see that you have to go through stages to get to that vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just end up there. I would have never expected to be where I am today if I didn't set any goals or I didn't like see that vision in my head. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my businesses to be, you know, 6-figure businesses and stuff like that, but it's not just gonna start like that, right? So if you put in perspective of like a physique transformation or, you know, someone wanting to bulk, shred, whatever, it comes in like really difficult kind of phases or cycles, if you want to put it that way, because bulking, for an example, it takes so much longer than cutting, right? That's inevitable. You know, some people don't expect it to happen like that. They just want to be cut or lean or super toned just like that. That's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. If that's the case, we would all be Chris Bumstead. So you're going to go through these points where it's like phase 1, cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3. So for an example, me lean bulking, me wanting to get bigger, day number 1 of the lean bulk, or me wanting to bulk in general, I look super lean, like on day 1. Like I looked super good. Like I'll throw a picture right there. I look super good. Now here's the thing. Here comes the caveat of bulking and looking at yourself in the mirror every single day. Okay, phase number 2, cycle 2. Maybe you already gained like 5 or 6 pounds. To a lot of people, that's not a lot of weight. You won't see that much change. But from you being super shredded and super lean, you will see that change. It's guaranteed. That's where it comes back to this vision. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. That end goal, that, you know, 5 to 6 months down the road, maybe a year or 2, maybe 3 years down the road, that's where you should be looking. Because if you don't have these kind of phases or cycles in there, you can't just end up there. You know what I'm saying? It's right here. It's right here. I'm right here. Okay, it's like a chart. Okay, like I want to get up here. I'm like right here. I'm gonna go up a bit, I'm gonna come down a bit. This is body dysmorphia, it drives you down. You kind of get off of the path, you get unmotivated, but then you go up, and then you go down again, and then you go up, and then eventually you're gonna get there if you have that goal, if you have that determination, that kind of consistency, persistence in your life. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say, that whole reason on why I went too long on the treadmill was because this morning I looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, you're fat, man. A lot of people go through a lot of shit in their life, and I'm here for you. Maybe I don't know you, but just seek it through, okay? Just try and dig out of that hole. Try and get there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not the most artistic person out there, okay? I'm gonna wow your mother and your father if I come over for dinner, but I'm not gonna bring them, you know, a nice kind of artsy design. I'm gonna show you guys basically how to make adjustments to your bulk or, you know, weight gaining phase or build muscle in general when you hit a plateau or when your progress is stalling, okay? So I'm gonna put right here, okay, that physique of this morning or on one of the sides, and then the other side right here, I'll throw up the very start of when I started when I was like 180 pounds. So obviously this picture, I look fucking diced. I look shredded. This is the end of my cut or like just after my cut when I'm kind of like main gaining and shit. So me right now, I still look lean again because of my abdominal area. I don't hold that much body fat. So I'm blessed again from the man upstairs for that one, but just be okay with the changes that you're gonna make in your body, because if you're not okay with yourself, if you can't love yourself, you can't love others. Okay, so don't expect to, you know, have a girlfriend and hype her up every single day if you look in the mirror and you look like shit. Okay, if you are doing that right now, you're the hero. Okay, you're a hero. You're a god. You should run for president. So you see, you can take a screenshot of that if you want. I don't have the best writing on the planet, so please bear with me. There's a cop just rolled by. I'm in here. The guns are in here. For real, this is just a rough kind of estimate and kind of a direction for some of you to take. If you want to, you don't have to. This isn't the perfect plan. Again, this is for me. This is kind of like an example. So here it is again. All right, so this is kind of what I shoot for the weight gain in a week. So that basically just says 0.5 to 1 pound per week. Now, obviously, the slower you go, the better in terms of kind of keeping the same definition and just like not putting on that much body fat, but gaining muscle. That's kind of like a main gaining approach, which is what I will get to eventually later on in my lifting career when I'm like around 185 to 190 pounds. If I can stay around that kind of weight, but slowly gain muscle, which will, again, that will kind of increase my weight a little bit, but I'm not worried. I'm not too worried about that. And that is my ultimate goal, because then I can just slowly main gain, eat a lot of food, and just be healthy, but also look sick as fuck. So I started myself, okay, 2,800 to 2,900 calories in month one. So in month one, this was like around October, like 2021. And then in month two, okay, you see 3,000 to 3,100. Month three, I think that's 3,200 to 3,300. And then month four, 3,400 to 3,500 freaking calories. And that's what I'm currently having right now. I'm gonna change it up here, because if you read at the very bottom, I have add 100 to 200 calories every month, or I was gonna put a slash here, but there's no room on this piece of paper. Or on this paper plate, sorry. I was gonna put just slash every time you hit a plateau. So I strategically put this like this because I hit a plateau at the end of month one, month two, month three, month four. It was pretty structured like that because I stopped, I believe, around like 185 to 186 pounds here. And then because I was not gaining any more weight, I added more calories. And then same thing, I think I was like 190, somewhere around there. It was pretty crazy off the start because I had kind of like the binge eating mentality. I just came off of my cut. I loved food. I loved donuts, pizza, everything like that. I was going crazy. Cereal too. I absolutely fucked a box of cereal every single night. So yeah, it wasn't a good plan off the start, to be honest. But then month three, we got back on track and I was around 192-ish pounds. And then again, plateaued at that amount, which is why I increased it again by another 100 to 200, which is why I'm eating around 3,500 calories right now and I am 195 pounds. So basically just add 100 to 200 calories every single time you hit a plateau or when your weight is not increasing anymore. Maybe you feel like shit, maybe your lifts aren't going up, stuff like that. And then that's basically how you should lean bulk, or you know, if that's kind of like a little direction, a little path for you to make progress over the long term. And yeah, again, everyone is going to be different. Maybe you don't plateau after the first month. Like I tell some of my clients, they're like, hey man, you haven't changed my meal plan or my diet for like a month and a half. I'm like, yeah, because you're still gaining weight. Or on the other side of the spectrum, maybe they're trying to lose body fat. I'm like, dude, you're still losing weight off eating whatever, let's say 2,500 calories. Why should I switch your diet or your meal plan and lower it if you're still making progress? Again, what you want to do is do the least amount of work possible and still see results. I know that kind of seems not right because a lot of people tell you to, train till failure, train with all this intensity online, which is very true. You should do both those things, not all the time, but you know what I'm saying? And in the context of this conversation, everyone is different. So everyone's gonna progress in a different, way. And that's kind of like the approach I take. It's just the little changes that you need to make in terms of your own plan that will get you the best results. You don't have to make all these stupid results or changes to your plan and shit. So yeah, that's kind of like my approach of how I made progress over the last 4 months in terms of my own transformation and shit. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, again, do you get massive? Yeah, I think I have to let Tucker out. I've been doing this clip for probably a good 8 or 9 minutes, and he's crying downstairs. So I'm gonna let him out, and I'll come back to you guys. All right. So basically, Turkesterone or Turk Builder by Greg Doucette's company here. He basically just sent me a bunch, test them out, and kind of like just give him a review and you guys a review of kind of my experience and what I actually got from in terms of benefits or pros, cons, that kind of thing. So first of all, I'm not sponsored by this company at all. Like, he's not paying me to say this or anything. I would definitely like to get some more because I don't know if 2 months was kind of long enough to see lasting benefits or kind of a drastic change in terms of body composition or maybe strength, stuff like that. So I can't really say it's been crazy beneficial in terms of me maybe having a placebo effect or something like that. I have seen my strength actually go up drastically. I don't know if this is because of me increasing my calories. At the start of my bulk, I could barely bench 315 even just once. Like, obviously I've hit it multiple times before in multiple bulks. However, right now I am almost hitting 315 on bench for 3 reps. Now I want to hit that for 5 reps at the end of this bulk. That would be like my ultimate goal to kind of set myself right in terms of the direction for my cut. But that's where I think, don't quote me on it. Don't take my advice or just what I'm saying to heart. I think this actually helped me increase my strength. Now, I don't think that it made my body composition better. I already have good genetics. I'm gonna be honest about that. And besides that, it didn't help me like gain weight super fast. Again, that's a good thing because the more weight you gain in a shorter amount of time, the more of that is gonna be body fat, right? It's not gonna all be muscle. Like, you're not The Rock, you're not Mark Wahlberg, you're not all these celebrities who are secretly taking trends. So don't think that you can do that. Is it worth taking? Potentially. Especially if you were a natural lifter, you're not enhanced, because if you're enhanced, this is literally wasting your money if you're taking this and you're enhanced. Like, that I just wouldn't see a benefit in doing that. But if you want to give it a shot, I honestly suggest it because, like, again, it could be placebo or me adding more calories into my diet, but my strength has actually been very good. I feel very good in the gym. I'm structuring my deloads properly and I feel fantastic right now. And I think I'm gonna buy like maybe 2 or 3 more bottles from Greg, or maybe even moreplates.moredates.com. Derek, I'm gonna try out his shit. This is a natural supplement. Okay, this is natural. It's natural for a reason, because is this gonna be better than gear? No, obviously not. Like, if you're taking testosterone or, tren or anything like that, like any type of compound in that way, it's going to be way more, gains beneficial. Probably not, mental or, maybe other aspect of your life beneficial, but in terms of you looking in the mirror, it's for sure going to be better. But I'm not advising you to take gear at all, because I'm a lifetime natural. I will never touch it in my entire life. So unless when I get to like 40 or 50 years old and I'm a sag bag and I look like shit and my wife still needs to, get it on with a decently, decent looking male or specimen, then maybe I'll hop on some HLT or T or whatever it is, right? Just making the potato and egg mixture from the last video I just made on the full day of eating, if you guys want to go check that out. Sure though, the part of my transformation or the bulking process so far, eating has for sure been the easiest part, considering I can easily eat over my calories every single day. It's actually kind of hard sometimes to be under my calories, considering as soon as I start eating, if I just get in a mode like watching TV or something and I just keep eating, I can overeat my calories. which is not a good thing. Some people think, yeah, that's good because you're eating more and you're gonna bulk up better, but no, I wanna minimize the amount of fat that I put on while I'm bulking. That's why I'm trying to lean bulk in a sense, or just try and minimize the body fat in general. So overeating is not a good thing, considering I want it to be strategic and structured the entire bulk. So 3 whole eggs, half cup egg whites, like 450 grams of potatoes, sugar-free ketchup, pepper, salt. That's basically it. Gonna finish this, go to the gym. Gonna work out, so bulk's almost done.